Hi dear students, once again welcome. This is the second video on Pure Mathematics Paper 1, Quadratics. The topic is Quadratics. First of all, you understand what are numbers. We can classify numbers into two categories, real numbers and complex numbers. Real numbers can further be classified into rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers and irrational numbers. The numbers like this, when you have negative inside, the square root, and you can also have like this minus 5 plus 6 into under the root minus 7. So these numbers are complex numbers. If you use calculator, the calculator will give you error. We can't find the value. What are real numbers? Real numbers can be calculated from calculator. We have rational numbers. It includes all integers, all fractions, and also decimal numbers. Irrational numbers are also real numbers. For example, under root 5. So they are not sometimes perfect squares. Under root 8. You can have minus, but outside minus. You can have minus outside. The numbers like this, 2 plus under the root 7, 10 minus 2 under root 10. These are real numbers. But these are irrational numbers. We can find their values using calculator and we can round them. These are numbers which we calculate approximately from calculator according to the requirement or according to the situation up to 3 significant figures, 4, 5. Then we have what is discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. This expression is called discriminant. Now see from where it comes. When we have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then we have a quadratic formula. You are familiar with it. It is b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Now here you see this expression inside this square root. This is called discriminant. Discriminant because it discriminates between the roots, whether the roots will be imaginary or real. So let us see how it tells us the nature of roots. It tells us nature of roots. Nature of roots. Now if this value is, we have three cases. Case 1, if this value is greater than 0, then your quadratic equation will have two real, distinct, different or unequal roots or values of x. Case 2, if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then we say that this quadratic equation will have repeated roots. Or we also say equal roots. and they will be rational. rational mean there will not be this square root or radical sign in the answer you will see in the examples. And then we have case 3. Case 3 is, we have to now memorize these three cases. B square minus 4AC is negative. If this is negative, then the square root cannot be calculated from calculator. It will give error. You will have situation like this. Then it will be no, it will have no real roots. Rub karenge. No real roots. Okay, let's understand these three cases. Case 1, we have an example, x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Now see that this is quadratic equation. If you solve it, you will get the values 2 and 3. But if we are asked not to solve, just determine the nature of roots by finding discriminant, then what will you do? You will find discriminant b square minus 4ac. Now it is already in standard form. You know coefficient of x square which is not written, it means it's 1. b is minus 5, 4a is 1, c is 6. Now this is 1. So it means that b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Now see that when this is the case, we have two roots which are distinct, real in this case. Then we have case 2. Case 2 example is that x square, for example, minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. If you solve this quadratic equation, you will get 2 times. Or sometimes we write it as only one value. But we also say that repeated roots are equal roots. So in this case there is one value. Let's see what is the value of discriminant in this case. Discriminant b square minus 4, again a is 1, c is 4. Now see that it is 16 minus 16, the discriminant is 0. Very important point. Case 3. Now see example of this case 3. We have, you can take any example. I am taking this x square plus 3x plus 2, or you say this is 1 equal to 0. Now if you solve this quadratic equation, you will get, apply quadratic formula, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2. When you apply it, you will get minus 3 plus minus b square minus 4a, say c I take 5, sorry this is 5. Now whole divided by 2 into a. The value will be minus 3 plus minus under the root 20 minus 9. This is minus 11 divided by 2. Now see that you have minus in the radical sign and under the square root. If you use calculator to find this value, you will get error. So this is not a real number. Basically these two roots are with plus and minus complex roots. Now let's calculate discriminant of this. B square minus 4ac, we have already calculated it. Okay, I again do this step, b square minus 4a into c. So 9 minus 20, it is minus 11. Now of course now b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Therefore no real root. So one thing again I am repeating, keep in mind that the discriminant doesn't give you the solution. It just gives the nature of roots, what type of roots will be. We have three cases, we have to remember this, that we have two distinct real roots, different roots, unequal roots. If discriminant is positive, if it's 0, we have one root, we call it repeated or equal root. And if discriminant is negative, you have seen the example that we have solved it, that there will be no root. Okay, next question is determine the nature of roots of following quadratic equations. Understand that you are not asked to solve the quadratic equation. Here you have b square minus 4ac. So you will use the knowledge of discriminant. Your b you know is 5, coefficient of x, minus 4, a is 1 and c is 2. So this is 25 minus 8 and this is now 17. Of course b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So roots are real and distinct. Second example, x square plus 3x minus 5 equal to 0. Now again you just find the discriminant b square minus 4ac, which is equal to 4, a is 1, c is minus 5, 9 minus 20, it is 29. Again b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, so the roots are real and distinct. Means two roots. If you solve this quadratic equation, you will get two roots. Then we have third example, x square plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. Or you change it, we can have, for example, 10x plus 25 equal to 0. Now I find discriminant. Solution is this discriminant b square, b is 10, 4, a is 1, c is 25. So this is 100 minus 100 equal to 0. As b square minus 4ac is 0, so roots are repeated, or you can write equal and rational. And rational, because we have seen the previous example, there will be one solution and discriminant is 0. So if you apply the quadratic formula, minus b plus minus, understand this, b square minus 4ac over 2a. Now when b square minus 4ac is 0, you have minus b over 2a. This will be the value of solution as well. You will apply this idea in past paper questions. Okay, next example 4. Solution is discriminant b square minus 4ac. You check that this is 0. Again, so roots are equal, or you can write repeated, and rational. And rational, of course, they will be as well real. Example number 5, you have x square plus 5x plus 8 equal to 0. Now the solution is find the discriminant. Again b square minus 4ac is equal to b square 4a into c. This is now minus 7. B square minus 4ac. Now see that it is negative. So we write just no real roots. Now see another example. Example number 6, which is x square minus 5x plus 4 equal to 0. Or you have here 2. So b square minus 4ac is equal to c. This is 4 minus 16 and this is minus 12. So now again b square minus 4ac is less than 0, so no real roots. So if you actually solve this equation, then you will find that it will have no real roots. But here you are not asked to solve, you are just asked to determine the nature. So you will do only these steps which I have done for you. Okay, let's apply this idea of discriminant or see the application of this. Given that roots are equal, find the value of k for this quadratic equation. Now solution is that, understand that your a is 1, b is 5 and c is 2k. Here k is unknown. We have to find k with this given information. So you will write that as roots are equal or repeated, so we have discriminate, as we have learned, is 0. So put in the values 5 square, a is 1 and c is 2k. This is equal to 0. So this is 25 minus 8k equal to 0. From here you will get value of k to be 8. Similarly, we have another question that we are given a quadratic equation which is 3x square plus 4x plus k. You are given a quadratic equation and you are asked that it has two roots, we have two real distinct roots. Find the value of k. This is your question. I have not written the whole statement. You can understand it. Now solution is, first see that your quadratic equation must be in standard form. So comparing with ax square, a is 3 plus bx, b is 4 plus c, your constant is k. Now we are given that roots are as roots. You are not given the roots, actual values. You are given an information about the roots. As the roots are real and distinct. Now you have in your knowledge that, then what happens? Then it is greater than 0. Discriminant will be greater than 0. So put in the values b square. You have an inequality minus 4, a is 3 into k. This should be greater than 0. Instead of b, we will write now 4. This is 16 minus 12k is greater than 0. 16 is greater than 12k, or k, you can write k is greater than 4 over 3. This is your answer. So for any value of k greater than 4 over 3, please, there is a depth. Understand that 4 over 3 means 1 point something. So you can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. If you put any value of k greater than this into this equation, for one value you will get one equation, and you solve it, you will get two roots, two solutions, real solutions and distinct of this quadratic equation. Okay, next question. You are given again a quadratic equation in which you have unknown k, but you are given information that this quadratic equation has no real roots. So again you will apply the knowledge idea of discriminant. Now we have quadratic equation 5x square. Already it is in standard form. So comparing with standard form, we have a 5, we have b minus 2, we have c 3k. Now as roots are not real, so this is our knowledge that when roots are not real, discriminant is negative. So minus 2 whole square minus 4a into c, which is 3k, and this is less than 0. On simplifying, you will get 4 5s are 23s are 60, less than k. This is k is less than 0, and from here 4 is less than 60k, or 4 over 60 is less than k, and this is now 1 over 15, or you can write k is greater than 15. This is our answer. Okay, now we have a new concept, intersection problems. Intersection of a line with quadratic curve. We have two cases. In case one, we have intersection of curve with x-axis. So our line is x-axis. Now see the link between quadratic function and quadratic equation. When you have quadratic function y equal to ax square plus bx plus c, this is a quadratic function. You have learned that here if a is positive, it is like this, and if a is negative, it is in this form. Now when you sketch that graph as you have done in previous video, then this graph may meet x-axis in 2 points or 1 point or no point. So if y is equal to 0, which is on x-axis, where y is 0, y is 0 on x-axis. So when y is equal to 0, we put y is equal to 0, then we get a quadratic equation. We get a quadratic equation. Now when we solve it, we have three cases. In case one, we have three cases, as you have learned. In case one, we have discriminant may be positive. So what type of curves may be there? It may be like this. It will meet x-axis at 2 points. This means this. Or you may have curve like this. It will again meet x-axis at 2 points. So when you make or set y0 and you solve a quadratic equation, now you have to keep this concept in mind, that what is happening on the xy plane. On the xy plane, the curve, if curve is like this, it will meet at 2 points, or if it is like this, it will have again 2 points. Similarly, case 2, when you solve that quadratic equation, if the discriminant of that quadratic equation is 0, then it means that you may have curve like this. So it is 1 point, one value of x, which you call equal root or repeated root. One value of x, real value, which is also rational. In this case, we say that x-axis is tangent. X-axis is tangent to the curve as it is meeting at 1 point. And same situation you can discuss if your curve is like this. And also this is the minimum point and this is the maximum point. Now in case 3, you will see that if discriminant is negative, for this quadratic equation, we solve it or just we find discriminant and it becomes negative. It means that now this curve either lies wholly above x-axis or either it lies wholly above below x-axis, lies wholly above x-axis or below x-axis. And it means that no solution, no values of x. So it is not meeting x-axis, it has no intersection with the x-axis. And also in this case, to keep in mind that if this is the curve, then over y is always 0, and if this is the curve, then y is always less than 0. Means for any value of x, y coordinate is here positive, here negative. Now we have Type 2, intersection of any line instead of no x-axis, intersection of any line with quadratic curve. So generally I can explain that if you have, for example, equation of straight line in this form, and if you have quadratic function ax square plus bx plus c. Now again we have three cases. Case 1 is like this, that if the curve is posed like this and your line is like this, then we have discriminant b square minus 4ac will be greater than 0. You have learned how to solve a pair of linear and quadratic equations. So recall that where there you got sometimes two answers, sometimes one answer and sometimes no answer. First case, two answers. So there will be 2 points of intersection. There will be 2 points of intersection. 1 point, second point. It will have some x, y coordinates. It will have also some x, y coordinates. So when you will solve this pair of equations, you will put substitution method. You will put substitute value y into this equation and will solve. You have done this in the first video. Then you will get values of x. So if this is the case that line meets the curve at 2 points, you will get 2 values of x. Then we have case 2. In case 2, we have curve may be like this or it may be like this, and now the line is just tangent, it is now tangent. So it means that when you will solve these pair of equations, you will get one value of x. So in this case you will have b square minus 4ac less than 0, equal to 0. Then we have case 3. Now in case 3, now you have discriminant less than 0. It means that if curve is like this, the line will not meet. The line will not meet the curve at any point. Either it can be like this. The line will be. So we also say that they are isolated. Isolated means no point of intersection, no common point. So no real values of x you will get, and of course not y. So keep these 3 cases also in mind. Now we will apply them in the next question. Now we have next question to apply these concepts we have studied. Now see the question, read the question carefully. The question is, find the values of c such that the tangent line whose equation is. Now this is tangent line. This is tangent line. Tangent line is y plus kx is equal to 12. Is tangent to the curve. Quadratic curve is y equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 14. Now solution is substituting value of y from, you can name these equations as 1, this is equation as 2. Now write from equation 1, y becomes 12 minus kx. Now substituting into equation 2, you have 2x square minus 8x plus 14 is equal to 12 minus kx. Now rearranging this equation, converting it into 3-term quadratic minus plus kx. Now collect like terms, means with same x, value of x, variable x. Here you have x, here you have x. You can collect them at one place, and then we have, this is 12, 14, this is now plus 2 equal to 0. So you can write it like minus 8, we can take minus common also, plus 2 is equal to 0. So we have converted into 3-term quadratic equation. Now what is A? Coefficient of x square. What is B? Please take care, be careful in identifying these values. Now it is given that as line is tangent to the curve or given curve, when it is tangent, it means that this curve and this line, they will meet at one point. So this point will have one x coordinate and one y coordinate. From here we are finding x coordinate, so we'll get one value of x. So as line is tangent to the curve, so there will be equal roots or repeated roots. So we have b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Now putting the values, you have this whole square. Be careful, here algebra is involved, minus 4a into c, and this is equal to 2. Now when you take square, minus is, eliminated, removed, so it will be minus 16 equal to 0. There are two ways to solve this equation. First, to convert into quadratic. I am saving your time. Now when you solve this equation, you will get the answer to it. It will be 4 and 12. Okay, next question is, you are again given a line and a curve, and it is given, read the question please, given the question that this line and curve does not meet. Now we have the situation like this, that line does not meet. So from one, substituting value of y into second equation, you have x k is equal to 4x plus k. Now in converting into standard general form quadratic equation, we have this. Now comparing with standard form, we have a is this, b is minus 4 and c is minus k. Now you should write that as the line does not meet the curve, so there will be no real values of this equation. So b square minus 4ac will be less than 0. I am saving your time, you please write this. Then putting the values, minus b square minus 4a into c, which is minus k. This should be less than 0. So this is plus 4k less than 0, 4k less than, shift 16 to the right, and you will have answer k less than minus 4. Okay, dear students, next idea is, concept is quadratic inequality. Now you have learned in previous classes how to solve linear inequalities, and here you will solve quadratic inequalities. Now it may be less than 0 or less or equal to 0, or ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 or greater than equal to 0. Now let us see examples on it. How will you solve a quadratic inequality and what is meant by it? Now first example is, solve x minus 1 into x minus 5 less than 0. Please be careful. We have two methods. Then first we have method 1. Now if you consider it as curve, critical values, you need these values for both methods. If we put this equal to 0, but you will do this, and when you have 0 on one side, otherwise you will not do this, then you have to do extra step, see later. Now it means that x is 1 and x is 5. Now, if we think this as a curve, let's suppose, or you can write, let's suppose this is y. Now, if we sketch the graph of it, we have learned how to sketch the graph. Then we have here 1 and 2, 3, 4, this is 5. You know that if you multiply this term with this, you will get x square, which means plus 1 into x square. So coefficient is plus 1. So the curve, the shape of the curve is like this. So it will have somewhere here its turning point, and this will be the curve. Now we have two important parts of the curve. One part is below x-axis and these two parts are above x-axis. In terms of coordinates, this means that from this to this point, y coordinate of these points will be negative, y coordinate for x coordinate from 1 to 5. For example, if you take here some point, you will have value of x greater than 1, less than 5, but y is negative. Y is negative, x is between 1 and 5, and we need less than 0. So your answer is x less than 1 less than x less than 5. This will be your answer to this part in method 1. Now if your question is like this, that x minus 1 into x minus 5 less or equal to 0, your answer will be 1 less or equal to x less or equal to 5. This will be your answer. And if your question is x minus 1 into x minus 5 greater than 0, then the method is same, critical values and then sketching. Now positive means above x-axis. So curve goes above x-axis when x goes from 1 to left side. When x is lesser than 1, heights are positive. So x is less than 1 and x is greater than 5. So this will be the answer to this part. Here you have y coordinates positive. And if you have question like this, x minus 1 into x minus 5 greater than equal to 0, your answer will be less or equal to 1 and greater than equal to 5. Okay, now we solve this example by second method. Here you have first step same, find the critical values as you know, 1 and 5. Now we can divide our x-axis. We can divide our x-axis. You have 1 and you have 5. So we have three regions. So one region is region 1. You can write x lesser than 1. You will make a table. And then we have second region between these 1 and 5 values. And then we have third region which is after 5. So x is less than 1, first region, 1 lesser than x, lesser than 5, and then x greater than 5. So you can say that this is your region 1, this is your region 2, and this is your region 3. Now here you will write the function, first x minus 1, then you will have x minus 5. Now see carefully. Whenever x is less than 1, means less than 1 means 0, minus 1, minus 2. Then if you put these values into this factor x minus 1, it will be always negative. You can check, put 0, put minus 1, put minus 2, this whole value will be, it will be negative. And for greater than 1, of course, if you put after 1, for example, if you put 2, 3, 4, 5, the value of x will be here, it will be positive. Also for greater than x, it will be positive. Now see this second factor. When your x is smaller than 1 means smaller than 5, 0, minus 1, minus 2, you can put over here, you will get this value to be negative. When it is between 1 and 5, it will again be negative, but for x greater than 5, it will be positive. So when you now multiply these factors, x minus 1 in these regions, you know this is negative, this will be negative for any value x smaller than 1. So minus into minus is plus. You are multiplying x minus 1 into x minus 5. Plus minus is minus and plus plus is plus. So from this table we will write just the solution. So we need in the question this product, this whole value must be negative, and it is negative only here. So your answer to this part will be less than 5. This is your answer. Again, if you have in the question, if the question is that x minus 1 into x minus 5 less or equal to 0, then it is 0 at 1 and 5, because this means that you include those values which gives you 0. So the solution will be 1 less or equal to x less or equal to 5. Similarly, if you have the question x minus 1 into x minus 5 greater than 0 or greater than 0, no, greater than 0 means positive. You are getting positive over here and over here. So when x is less than 1, it is positive. When x is greater than 5, this product is positive, should be positive. So your answer is, for x less than 1, you can check by taking some values as well. Finally, you have x minus 1 into x minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. You will write x less or equal to 1. You will write x, you will include the end values 1 and 5. Thank you. Now we have second example. We will see a different situation. Less than 0. First you find the critical values. You will see critical values. I am saving time, will be 1, and from here 5 critical values are sent. Now method 1, if you apply the sketching by sketching graph method, now see that, suppose or let y is equal to 1 minus x and into x minus 5. Now if you expand it, you don't need to expand, you can see only this term x into x. You multiply, you will get x square, and then plus 5 and 1, it is 6x, and then you have minus 5. Now see that in the first method, if you sketch this curve, its sketch will be like this. Here you have 1, here you have 5. Now the coefficient of x square is negative. So be careful. You know that the curve I have sketched like this. It goes down. Now we need less than 0. This curve now is divided into two parts. One part of the curve is above x-axis, this one, and the second part is below x-axis, which is this and this. Now curve goes down, x goes more than 5. When x is greater than 5, curve is down, and when x is lesser than 1, curve is down. We need y negative, we need y less or equal to 0. So your answer is x less than 1 and x greater than 5. Similarly, if you have greater than 0, you know the answer will be from 1 to 5. You can understand this now, it's not difficult for you. Then we have example number 3. Now sometimes you have inequality like this, less than 0. How will you tackle it? It's not factorized. So see that whenever you have inequality, first see that whether it is factorized. Okay, not, then you factorize it. So if you factorize, you will get x minus 2, or you can apply the quadratic formula as well. So first you factorize it. Now the answer to this, you try yourself critical values and sketch it. I am just giving you the hint. The answer will be this, and then you may have greater than 0. Then we have example 4, a different situation. In this example, x square plus 4x plus 2 less than 0. Now we have new situation. Now see that it can't be factorized. You try it. So how will you solve it? Now the solution is, how will you find critical values? Now you will use quadratic formula. Applying quadratic formula. Applying quadratic formula to this x square. I am assuming it is not given that this is equal to 0. I am assuming it equal to 0. Now solve it. by the quadratic formula, you will have minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2. Now from here you will have minus 4 plus minus 16 minus 8. This is under root 8 divided by 2. Now you can simplify it. You can simplify it, and it will be x is equal to minus 4 plus under root 8 over 2, second value minus 4 minus under root 8 divided by 2. You know that we can write it also. This is 4 into 2 over 2, and also this is 4 into 2 over 2. So we can further simplify this if we want to simplify it. Now it will be you can take common 2. It is minus 2. From here you can take 4 outside, 2 common. At this level you understand this. Now it cancelled out, and you will have minus 2 plus under root 2. Similarly, you find from here, after cancelling, you will have minus 2 and minus under root 2. Now you can check from calculator that this is larger, this is greater value, and this is the smaller value. If you sketch it, you will have this value somewhere here and this value over here, and you know that coefficient of x square is positive, so its sketch will be like this. So the answer will be minus 2 minus under root 2 less than x and less than minus 2 plus under root 2. Okay, our next example is x square less than 16. Now see that you have quadratic inequality, but you have only x square, no x term. Its method 1 is algebraic method. Just check the values. Now see that when you scale, it should be less than 16. So it is 1, 2, 3. If we taking x is equal to 1, 2, 3. So see that 1 square is of course less than 16, 2 square is less than 16, 3 square is less than 16. In between you have decimal numbers. For example, 2.7, 2.8, 3.1, even you can take 3.8 whole square. You can check from calculator, it is less than 16. Similarly, if we take x is equal to minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3, you will see that minus 1 square, which is 1, it is less than 16. Minus 2 square is 4, is less than 16. Minus 3 square is 9, which is less than 16. So on the number line you can see that between minus 4 and 4, and here you have 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. And any decimal number you can check using calculator, that if you take greater than 4, for example, if you take 5 square is less than 16, no. And if you take minus 5 whole square less than 16, no, because it is plus 25. So before this you have minus 5, and after this you have plus 5. So your solution is between this and this value. So final answer is minus 5 less than x less than 4. So answer is minus 4 less than x less than 4. You can simply remember also that if you take square root of 16, it becomes 4. So this will be the minimum and this will be the maximum value. Now if you have same question but greater than 16, of course x square will be greater than 16 when x will be greater than 4, because you take 5 square is 25, greater than 16. If you take 6, greater than 16. Similarly, if you have x less than minus 4, because when you take negative sign, as I have told you, you get positive. You are scaling. So after scaling, it should be greater than 16. So this will be the answer to this. Okay, our next question is that find the set of values of k or range of values of k for which this curve and this line do not meet. Now we have line and curve. pair of equations, linear and quadratic. Put value of y from linear into quadratic. You will get this equation. Now you have this is quadratic, three-term quadratic equation standard form. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Now as they do not meet, so we have, it means that the depth is that discriminant will be negative. So we have minus 4 whole square minus 4 into A into C. This is less than 0. Now we have 16 minus 4k square less than 0. 16 is less than 4k square, divided by 4. 4 is less than k square. Or you can write k square is greater than 4. Now you know that k is greater than 4 when k is greater than 2 and when k is less than 2. So this is the answer to this question. Okay, we have two important past paper questions. Read the question. First part is that you are given line again y equal to minus 2x plus k. This is the equation of a straight line, now you know very well. And you are given the equation of a curve. Curve is y equal to 2 over x minus 3. You are asked that show that x coordinate of points of intersection. We have learned up to this stage how to solve a pair of linear and non-linear equations. Substituting this value into this equation, you will have minus 2x plus k is equal to 2 over x minus 3. Now simplifying this, you have is equal to 2. Now we will convert it into three-term quadratic. So multiply this, you will get minus 2x square, then this with this plus kx. Then multiply minus 3 with minus 2x, you will get 6x minus 3k, this is equal to 2. Now see that you have minus x square plus, you can take x common, so this will be one term in x. Then you have minus 3k minus 2 equal to 0. Now multiplying this equation throughout by minus 1, we will get 2x square minus into k plus 6 into x plus 3k plus 2 equal to 0. In the first part you were asked to show this equation which we have shown. This was 1 mark. Now second part is, in the second part please read the question. Find two values of k for which this line is tangent. Now if line is tangent, then now you know that it means that this is a curve, line is tangent, it will meet the curve at one point. So there will be one value of x for this quadratic equation. So we have discriminant b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Now taking values from this, putting into this, minus into k plus 6 whole square minus 4, a is what, to c it is what, this whole is c, 3k plus 2, and this is equal to 0. Now you know we have even power, minus will be removed. So you can now 8 simplify this equation plus 2 equal to 0. Now you complete it yourself, you simplify it, and you will see that the question answer to this part of this question will be k is equal to 2 and k is equal to 10. You can easily solve, you know how to solve, expand and then simplify. Then we have last part of this question is that the two tangents given by the values of k in part 3 touch the curve at points A and B. Find the coordinates of A and B and the equation of line A and B. Now we have two values of K. When this is third part, when K is equal to 2. Now here you have to think. When K is equal to 2, you have K in two equations. Number 1 this and number 2 this. But you have already solved this pair of equations simultaneously or by substituting. So when K is equal to 2, putting in this quadratic equation, we have 2x square minus 2 plus 6 into x plus 3 into 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So from here you have 2x square minus 12x, 3 2s are 6, this is 8, this is equal to 0. You can take 2 common to simplify this equation. You have plus 4 equal to 0. From here we have x square minus 6x plus 4 equal to 0. So again see that 2x square plus, when k is 2, it is 8x. Sorry, this is 8x. I have done mistake. This is 8x. This is 8x. Here you have 4x. Now if you solve this equation, you will get x is equal to 2. Now how will you find y? When x is 2, you will put into this equation. You can also find this y from this equation. So in this equation minus 2x plus k, put the values minus 2 into 2 and you have value of k 2. This will be minus 2. So we have a point 2 and minus 2. This is one point. So this is the point where this line is tangent to this curve. Now then we take x is equal to, now taking k is equal to 10. Now again when we take k10, put into this equation, you will have 2x square minus putting 10 you have 16x, putting 10 we will have 10 3s are 30 plus this 32 equal to 0. Again you can take 2 common, you will have 8x plus 16 equal to 0. On simplifying, you have x square minus 8x, again 3 term quadratic. We will solve it, you will see that your solution is x is equal to 4. Now we put this value of x4 into this equation. So we will have y is equal to minus 2 into 4 taking k 10. So this is now 2. So second point is 4 2. This point is B named in the question and this point is now A. So this was the two tangents given by the values of k found in part 2 touch the curves at A and B. Coordinates of A and B. So this is answer to part 3, first part. A and B we have found. The last part is equation of the line AB. So I am leaving this part for you to find the equation of AB, equation of AB line. So there is another tangent on this curve. This is B point and this is A, say this is B point which is 4 2. We have 2 points A and B. You are asked to find the equation of the line AB means this line. You are asked to find the equation of this line AB. Now you know how to find equation of line from 2 points. You will find the gradient and then you will use the formula and you can find it. So I am leaving it for you. Thank you. Okay, we have next question. Last question. Again you are given pair of equations, one linear, one quadratic. Substituting the value of y from linear equation into quadratic, you will see that you can easily find this part. It is shown. This was the answer to first part. Now it is given that x is equal to minus 1 is a solution. So we can substitute, put into this equation x is equal to -1. If you put that, you will get the value of x to be. Then you are asked to find the other solution, not a, but we need a. So we put this value back into that equation. So 3 minus 8. This is equal to 0. Now we have x square minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Now if you factorize this equation, you will get x minus 5 and into x plus 1 equal to 0. From here you will get x and minus 1. So the other solution, find the x coordinate, other point, other x coordinate will be equal to 5. So this is the answer to second part. Now see the third part. He is saying that line is tangent to the curve at a point P. So this is the curve and line is tangent to this curve at some point P. Find the value of A and the coordinates of P. So this is an independent part and as more marks, 4 marks, 1, 2, 4 marks. This is an independent part, has no link with the second part. This is important point to understand. But if you solve these equations, of course you will get this equation, x square minus 4x plus 3 minus a equal to 0. Now if line is tangent, then you know that it will meet the curve at one point, and we will have one x coordinate, one value from a repeated root, equal root case. So we have discriminant equal to 0. So equating 0, we have b square minus 4a into c, 3 minus a equal to 0. Now from here we have minus 12 plus 4a equal to 0. From here if you simplify, you will get 4. This is value of a is minus 1. So value of a and the coordinates of p. Now a is minus 1, put back into this equation, you will get x square minus 4x plus 3 minus into this is minus plus 1 equal to 0. Simplify it, you have x square plus 4, and if you solve it, you will get the value of x to be equal to 2. The question was find the value of a and the coordinates of this point where the line meets the curve, this point. We have found x coordinate. Now you can find the y coordinate by putting into equation number 1, 3x plus a, linear equation. Put the values here, 2, value of a is minus 1. So you will get 5. So P point has coordinates 2 and 5. This is the answer to this part. So last point, I want to tell you how to find x coordinate of vertex from given equation. Now we have three cases. When you have case 1, when you have completed square form, for example a into x minus h whole square plus k, the next coordinate of course is h. But this is case 2. When you have quadratic equation function in this form, then we have a formula. Then x coordinate will be x coordinate of vertex. You may need it. So if you are given ordinary or usual form, then one way is you do the process of completing square, convert into this form, then find the x coordinate. But you have direct method also. So from here minus b over 2a. This is the formula, very important formula to find x coordinate of the vertex. For example, you have 3x square minus 8x plus 10, any quadratic function. Now you are asked to find the x coordinate of the vertex, so x coordinate will be minus b over 2a. Now here be careful that the quadratic function should be in general form or standard form, means x square then x then constant. So this is your a, so formula is minus. Now your b is already minus and a is 3, so 2 into 3. So this is 8 over 6, or you can write 4 over 3. So this is how to find x coordinate from the directly from the. Now we have last point, case 3. Very important point. When you have a quadratic curve, for example, in the factorized form, or you are able to factorize it, how will you find the x coordinate, also the y coordinate of vertex? Now see that if we put y equal to 0, from here you will have x, 1 and 5. So always now keep in mind that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever you have x-intercepts of quadratic function, the curve will pass through these points and the middle value, so x coordinate is equal to middle value. What is middle value? For example, for 1 and 5, it is this, which is 3. So 2 units from 3 back 1, 3 units right, it is 5. So here will be the y coordinate. So if you put now, you can also find the y coordinate. So put in the given curve x is equal to 3. You will have 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 5. This is 2 into 2 into minus 2, and this is minus 8. So the turning point will lie over here, and you will have this curve. And this is the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry will be x is equal to 3. If you are, and see that from here, this is line of symmetry. So these points will be equidistant from this point, this and this. This distance will be equal to this. And last point, sometimes you are asked to find y-intercept of this curve for better sketch, and you easily can find by putting x equal to 0. So thank you guys, this is the end of this quadratic function chapter. We will study next function. In function, some questions are mixed with this topic. We will study again it there. You will see.